So good morning, everybody. This is Carrie from KDS Insurance Services in Texas. And as I mentioned to you earlier in the month, June at KDS Insurance Services is Life Insurance Awareness Month. And so I wanted to pop in today and talk to you about two of the most popular types of policies and why they are so important for you, and why you shouldn't delay in purchasing life insurance, especially if you're a young person in our world today. So term insurance is a life insurance policy that's for a specific term of time. Obviously term, that's what the terminology means. And so there are several different types of terms. There's a 5-year term, a 10-year, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 is about the longest that I've seen in my experience. So you lock in the premiums for 30 years, let's just say. Let's say you're 25 years old. So you lock those premiums in until you're 55 years old. You're going to be, depending on how much life insurance you want. Let's say you just wanted $100,000 worth of life insurance to cover any debts that you may currently have. If you own a car or whatever, that's pretty much the standard in the industry, is $100,000. So let's just say that that premium comes in at $25 a month. So you will lock that premium in for the 30 years until you're 55. If something happens to you and you are, you die naturally, or you are killed in an accident, or anything else except suicide, then those premiums are locked in for that period of time. And at the end of that 30-year period, the really important part of term insurance is that you have a conversion option at the end of that with no medical requalifications. And that's really important, because from the time you buy it till the time it expires in those 30 years, you can have some pretty significant changes in your health. And it may be hard for you at the end of that term to be able to buy insurance due to medical problems that could come up between now and then. So it locks in your insurability, which is really, really important. You don't know what's going to happen in your life, so you could become medically unstable, and you could therefore become ineligible for life insurance really at any time. So buying a long term of time guarantees that at the end of that time, when you have a conversion option to convert it to some other policy, then you're not going to have to medically requalify. I can't stress how important that is. Even 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds can become medically unable to buy insurance. And so that is a huge benefit of term insurance, is at the end of that term, there is normally a conversion option where you can either convert it to another term, or you can convert it to permanent life insurance. Now, term insurance is just term. It's not a permanent plan. You are buying a period of time. You are locking in that premium for that entire period of time. And then in the event the policy has to pay out, then it will pay out the face value of the policy. It does not accumulate cash value. This is sort of like renting a house. This is a way for you to, one, have protection for your loved ones in the event something happens to you, to take care of your final expenses, to take care of any of your burial needs. That's really, really expensive. The average funeral for somebody who's cremated these days is running about $20,000. That's a lot of money to have to come up with to dispose of your body. And I know that's a morbid thing, but you have to think about these things. Even at the age of 25, you still have to be thinking about these things, because your debt and your estate has to be taken care of by your loved ones. Your debt has to be taken care of by your loved ones. So just because you happen to die does not mean that that debt just magically goes away. It becomes part of your estate, and there are responsibilities for that estate, and they have to be taken care of. So making sure that you've done everything that you can for your loved ones to pay for those final expenses is a very responsible thing to do, and something I would suggest wholeheartedly. That's term insurance. Then there's a whole life insurance and universal life insurance. And the difference between those two is they are for the entire term of your life. So if you buy it at 25, it's going to run until the entire term of your life. The premiums are what you purchased them for, and they grow cash value. They're going to be more expensive. So as you go through this term and you put money into it, not term, I said that wrong. As you go through your lifetime and you have this whole life or universal life, the premiums that you pay into it are going to accumulate cash value for you. So it's a way for you to participate in a program where you're putting money away, and then at the end of that, that cash value becomes part of the payout. Now, you can also get a loan from yourself when it's universal or whole life insurance. So let's say you've been in it for 15 years and you decide that you need to buy a new car and you want to see what kind of cash value is in that policy. And let's say there's enough for you to take that cash out and then go put your money down on a car. You can do that. You're loaning the money to yourself. If you do that, the amount of the loan would be taken out of the death benefit. So if you have a $100,000 policy and you take a $5,000 loan, then that $5,000 is going to be repaid to the policy and subtracted from your death benefit. The difference between permanent whole life insurance and universal life insurance is there's some flexibilities with your premiums. So if you do get into a financial bind and you can't quite make the premiums that are due, there are some flexibilities there. There's also the ability for you to pay more into it than required by the premium. So let's say the premium is $25 a month, but you want to put more money into it. You want to put $50 into it a month. Then you're actually putting more premium into the policy, and so your cash value is going to grow at a faster rate because you're putting more money into it. They're both really good plans. It is just what fits your needs, what your budgetary restraints are. I am a wholehearted believer in life insurance. I've seen too many families where they've been in the process of buying life insurance, didn't get completed, and then the person who was trying to insure their life was taken and died, and their family was not left with any money. And that can be very devastating when you have to get over the death of your loved one, but then when there's no funds left to try to help you do that financially, that's a very devastating blow on top of the loss of your loved one. So I would also tell you, if you're in the market for life insurance and you're thinking about buying life insurance, please don't hesitate. Don't tempt fate, because I've seen it happen too many times, and I would hate to see that happen again, where you're thinking about it, getting quotes, like a quote, and then don't execute it. I just can't stress that enough. It's important. If you're in the market for it, don't wait, okay? Don't tempt the fates, because it does happen. It's really important too for young people in our society today. Most of those young people are probably not going to see Social Security. And so it's very important today for young people to be planning for their retirement. It comes very quickly, as we all know. In my generation, it seems like my kids were just born and now my kids have grandkids, and boom, here we are. And my kids probably won't see Social Security. My generation is probably the last that will see Social Security. So it's an important part of your financial planning, if you're a young person, to make sure that you are taking the steps today to plan for your retirement. I have a product through Transamerica that's an excellent product. It's very simple, and it's a great way for you to be responsible now and start planning for your retirement. So I would really, really love to help you with life insurance. It is a very important part of your planning, and if you're in the market for it, if you have any questions, I'd love to help you with that. Please stop by KDS Insurance Services or give me a call, and we can certainly sit down and talk about what your needs are and how much life insurance you need, what you need it for, how much money you need, just all those sorts of things. This is a very individualistic thing. It should not be done just on a cookie cutter basis. It needs to be done very specifically for your needs and what you want it to do for your loved ones. So thank you for stopping by my channel today. You know, we are here to help you succeed and have everything you can in your life, to have it all. And that's what this channel is all about, to help educate you, to help provide you the guidance that you need so you can have it all and be very successful at the same time. So thank you again for stopping by. I know you're very busy. If you don't mind, please leave me a comment and like and subscribe. And don't forget, make sure you hit that bell so you know the next time I post a video. God bless. Have a great week. Stay cool. Bye-bye.